Welcome, welcome, brothers and sisters, to the lower dwellings of a live stream. Hope you're all well. In my basement. Horrible connection down here. Doesn't make sense, but it is. Newer phone, doesn't matter. I hope you're all well. So, I just came on randomly, wasn't thinking of doing it, but, it's negative like 6 below, so definitely not doing a stream out there. What a state of the market that we're in and have been in. Okay, I've been saying this for weeks. ZE, how are you? Winnie the Pooh Bear. Yeah, absolutely, ZE. Just thought I'd come on briefly. In my mind, I kind of went over this the other day. Nothing has changed from 6-7 months ago. We had, I am listening to all the streamers, keeping you motivated. I try to listen to them all today, just little bits of this. You can see the fear in their eyes. My God, I'm losing views. I'm losing people's interest. It's where it's at right now. Here's the truth. As I said, we had a couple weeks of a rally at the election. Right? That's when it started. Voting day in November. And then on, a couple weeks of love. Then Bitcoin would follow, and then we followed. My personal thought is we're in a bear market. We never got back into a bull market. Bitcoin definitely is in a bull market. It's doing fine. Alts, 100% bear market. I'm not saying it can't turn around. It's not turning around anytime soon. I just looked before I got in here, 93,000. C90. No, I'm in the basement, and you guys don't want to see that, so I put a little thing over my phone, and certainly you don't want to watch me walking in circles. But I need to get some energy out. Just had 4 meetings, and this market is I just had to come on because all the stuff I'm seeing this morning. I got a little crazy on C90. I'm sure you saw, which I don't care. It's a good little venting thing out there. I get 5 followers and then I lose 7, right? I don't care. It's all good. But what I am seeing is not good. We are definitely in bear market territory. Definition of a bear market is, I don't believe we ever were back out of the bear market. We had a little run. I'm optimistic and realistic. Bitcoin's going to do phenomenal. Alts are not. This whole, the FUD is out there with everything that went on with Solana. It's not a good sign. I want to shed some light for people who are just coming on, not my usual brothers and sisters. Lost about 200 followers on X, but I had like 300 bot accounts following me. Yeah, I can tell that I have 100 followers or something like that. And I was just at like 70 the other day, and it pops up to 117. Then I lose 17 of them, and I can tell it's bots. And because I'm getting all these people following me or liking my videos or my posts, yet I click on them, and it's some hot chick who has 0 followers. I'm like, that would be nice if it was real. It ain't real. Yeah, so we'll get to the market in a second. Let's discuss the Bitcoin reserve that everyone's so excited about. Here's the reality of it, and this is my typical shit. It's not negative, and it's also not a positive. It's completely the real truth as I see it. The Bitcoin reserve that George and everyone is so pumped up about is not happening anytime soon. Probably next year, if it happens. Maybe later this year, but this is per Cynthia Lumens. The first thing she is going to do, that they are doing, is educating government. That's the first step. Right now that Gary Gensler is gone and they got some leeway, the first thing is to put the task force, crew together. Cory Booker, David, the rest of those fools, to educate They're uneducated about it. But, Cory Booker and the rest of the guys, but the first thing that they will do is educate government. The second thing, and this is per her, I just listened to her last week talk about this, is going to work on stable coins long before the Bitcoin reserve. Okay, you hear about states possibly doing Bitcoin reserves. That doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything for crypto. It's not going to do anything for Bitcoin either. Might get it to 97,000, 100,000, and then back down to 93 like it is now. But stable coin first. That's what they're looking at. Then, they're going to try to work within the wealth reserve, the Bitcoin reserve, whatever it may be. So we're a long way off, she put it. Her words, not mine. Not the shit you're going to hear from George and, Discover Crypto and the rest. Josh is pretty honest, but he was saying today that, I listened to them for 8 to 10 minutes that this is bullish and, certain things are bullish and all that. I'm like, there's nothing bullish. Only thing bullish is actually the administration, but it doesn't matter right now. Crypto has lost its luster and it lost its momentum. Nothing I need to tell you. The volume's not there. 100 billion right now, 107 billion I saw on CoinGecko, 100 billion on CoinMarketCap. That's not enough. It's more than our typical bear market. That's about 60, 70 billion and 30 billion on the weekends, but we're there right now on the weekends, 60 billion. So in regards to, no matter what you hear about from the other streamers and everything or other just crypto people yapping about the reserve and all this, it's not happening for a long time. It's going to take an act of God right now, and which is an act of Congress. So just keep that in mind when you hear stuff. I don't want you guys keep DCAing when, look, alts are just going to get decimated. Bitcoin gets down like, we could pop in, we might pop up from here 93, or we might go into the 80s. People are calling for 75, 80. If that happens, who knows if that'll happen or what your alts are, our alt down another 50 to 100 to 200%. I got projects, you guys have projects that you bought at $1 or $2 and they're at 30 cents right now. Kill the hive mind. Yeah, Sol. I like that. Kill the hive mind. Yeah, Sol has broken major support. I lost all my profit twice this cycle. Absolutely. Total of 150K. Happy to be out of the market at a loss. Crypto is dead. So I believe crypto is dead, but it is speculative. Once again, we all got caught. Right? I was on X this morning saying, I bought AIOZ at 300K at a penny. Could have made a few $100,000 or more if I sold it, but no. Now it's on its way down to probably 20 cents. And will I sell it? No. It's ridiculous. BTC to 75K, then back, double up October. Yeah, so here's the thing that people need to contend with too. Everyone's excited about the first half of this year, and then the bull market will be over in March, April, May. We do forget that the summer is useless for crypto. So is this going to come back before that? I don't see it. So, as I say, I do believe we're in a bear market. I do believe we've never gotten into a bull market. A month of good market, just because Bitcoin was up, a month of alts doing okay. That's not an alt season. They did okay. Some of them did amazing. But then to be back down below where you bought them, or where you bought them, or a little bit above where you bought them, that's not a bull market. Got to look at the definitions of bull markets and bear markets. We can't have it, both ways. How does the definition change? Because crypto people say, people are so bearish. I'm not being bearish. I'm just telling you the reality of it. As I see it. You can't argue with, the market. You can't listen to people who are just saying, you should be buying here, or, this is what's going to happen with this, and Solana's dead, or, this is great buying zone for Solana. Nobody knows. I was listening to Sheldon before I came on here. That's kind of what motivated to come on. I could only listen to him for about 10 minutes, and he was whining. He's on Crypto Banner. He's a TA man and trying to give a pep talk. He's like, I almost quit yesterday, and he's not quitting anything. He was not to rip on him, but kind of a nobody before he started this. And these are his words. But he wanted to stay in it for everyone and him, and it's killing all these guys, all these streamers. They're not going to represent that on their streams because many of them just hold Bitcoin. Take someone like George. This doesn't affect him. When you listen to his streams, all he'll talk about is really Bitcoin. He said, yeah, the alts are doing bad, but think of where we are. We're at 93,000. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. If Bitcoin went down to 70K, it'd still be awesome, but your alts would be at, down 300% more. But Bitcoin's still doing fine, except for the people who are stupid enough to buy it at, 90K. That's not it. In the long run, it'll be fine. But their job is to just be optimistic and keep you watching. They got to, believe me, before they come on these streams, they are like, jerking off in a corner. They're not doing well. Unless they're just trading and they're all in Bitcoin, they're fine. No one's like that except for George. The majority of people are spread in alts like the rest of us. Right? That's why we're in this. We're not in this for Bitcoin. We're in this for the alts, and that's where you make money. You want to have Bitcoin. That's the goal. Because then you don't care about this volatility. You're in at 15,000, 8,000, 300, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. That's lovely. You're still up quite well. The goal is to get more Bitcoin in a true bear market. So when I say we're in a bear market, we're not in a bear market for Bitcoin. We are in a bear market in the sense of definition. We are in a downward trend. The economy is not great. Yet Powell will tell you different. Interest rates are not coming down. Inflation's going up. Well, here's the deal with inflation. Inflation never comes down. It stabilizes, maybe, not really. If inflation's at 30%, which I will tell you this, we were never at 9 or 10%. We were at 30, 40, 200%. When something you bought at $1 is now $1.40, $1.60, that's not 8%. Year over year, maybe it came down to now, instead of $1.60, it's $1.55. Guess what? 55%. It's not 8%. It's not 2%. It ain't 3%. So they're looking at year over year, meaning you used to buy something at $1, it's now $1.50. As long as it doesn't go up to $1.60 next year, it goes up to $1.52 or whatever. That's 2%, 2 or 3%. What they're looking for. If it goes to $1.60 from $1.55, then that's trailing too high. So it's year over year, month over month. I'm honestly not too worried. Sure, it sucks because I left a bunch of money on the table, but my portfolio is still up 50% the last few years. Rhodes, that's excellent. Yeah, and there's no need to panic. I'm just telling you, I don't panic in these markets, dude. No one should panic. You should panic if only ones who should be panicking is people who need the money that is in crypto. If you need the money that's in crypto, you shouldn't be in crypto. You never put money into crypto. Remind me to talk about the economic ninja later, because I will tell you how full of shit that guy is, that he sold his house to buy XRP in 2017. Bullshit. That he's a whale. He says he actually moves markets. That he has to buy OTC. This guy, economic ninja. You guys have to check him out. Don't join his classes, I beg of you. But if you want a good laugh of someone who thinks he knows it all and just constantly bans people and he's just talks, he does these shitty picks that I picked years ago in last bull run, and they go up 1% or 5%, like ACH, Onyx coin. He got lucky on that. I bought that years ago at less than half a penny and it went up to 4 cents. Well, I didn't sell it. We're all geniuses and the markets are looking good. But you're right, there's no reason to panic. That's why we never take loans out for crypto. That's why we should always take profits. But no one expects this bullshit, right? With Trump coming in office, with the administration doing what it was doing, we expected to be nothing but bullish. The old saying goes, it's too good to be true, right? And I'm not coming down on Trump. He is I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for Harris. I voted for RFK, who I don't care for that much anymore. But I voted for him. And I want Trump to do amazing things. He's already come in, a little bit of a bull in a china shop, but he's doing a great job. So I can't complain about him. It's just when I rip on that type of stuff, it's more like to these crypto people thinking that he was going to be the Lord and Savior. Well, he's done the right things. The problem is the market's not responding in a crazy way. Market would be responding better if Powell lowered rates. It truly would. Let's see here. But please don't ever put in the market. And that's your 401k. It's all that stuff. Investments in general. Don't also buy a home that you can't afford. Always stay within your means and never invest money that you can't afford to sit on for a long time or lose. Right? We can't afford to lose any of our money. I'm down millions of dollars right now in my portfolio. It is what it is. Do I want it? Yes. Do I need it mentally? Yes. Do I need it to live or anything? No. I do not. I have never invested more than that would hurt me. I do what I need to do to get money in the past when I was much younger to be able to invest. A side thing, whatever it may be. Then you take those profits and you do what you need to do. You take out taxes, etc., and you invest, and rinse and repeat. Over 30 years, like I've been doing it, you build a very nice amount of side money that you can handle, right? My 401k and other investments are there to do what they're doing. Those are safer, whatever bets, investments. The crypto's the fun stuff. What's up, MTHG? What is going on? How are you? Rhodes. Change my name from Pumice. Oh, gotcha. All right, I got you, Pumice. Old school Pumice, now Rhodes. You checked him out, C90. What are your thoughts? I want to know your thoughts. Like I said, he just popped up on my radar on something the other week, and I've been listening to him because he does these little short videos. Never interacts. Only interactions he does is ban people. He sells classes. He does everything that makes me ill in this space. I can't, I respond to it. I've been ripping on him. I shouldn't rip on crypto people and like I do, but that's why I'm in this. I don't care. They rip on me, some of these people on X, that's all right. I'm a nobody. I'm not doing this to have a career. I'm doing this to kind of vent and help where I can. Be able to help a lot more when we're doing better. He is very crypto friendly. He's the type that needs the fancy car and the clothes to convince you that, yes, he's got money. Usually that means you don't have any money. Yeah, the things he says, man, that he moves markets. So he has to buy OTC was the funniest. I had to put that on X, even though I don't think anyone saw it. But the funniest thing I've ever heard. I know no one's really watching my shit on X. That's okay. It makes me feel good, even if no one sees it. It gives me a good venting mechanism. And if I can help one person not get scammed. I'm not saying his classes aren't teaching people stuff, but you have to listen to the way I closed the class. You can't get in. It's for only good investors. And then he opens it again, right? But I'm raising the price. It's going to keep going up. That is everything I stand against in life, right? He's a fool. Anyone who calls himself constantly the third person is foolish. So we got the Cynthia Lumens, we got the reserve out of the way. Okay, that is. Don't listen to the people who think that's going to happen. Don't listen to the people who think we're going to get lower interest rates. I don't think he's going to cower down to. You haven't heard Trump tweeting or anything about Powell. You haven't heard him saying anything about interest rates really in a serious way. That means he's not putting pressure on. Because I believe he knows where his lane is. And that's painful. Everyone, except for me, was saying we're getting 4 interest rate cuts. Even Powell said when he started lowering, he anticipates, 4 cuts. Less than 50, but, we'll get, a couple basis points within 2025. Not going to happen with the data we are receiving, my brothers and sisters. Doesn't come across as genuine. Nope. He's there to pump tokens and exit. Absolutely. But he won't sell until he tells you guys, and then he'll sell after or buy. I mean, it's comical. Anyone who has to brag about himself all the time. And so he was talking about ACH, which is Alchemy Pay, which he found out a couple weeks ago, and he told everyone to buy, which is a shitty project. I own it. I've owned it for 5 years or something. I'm down quite a bit on it. He acts like he's a genius. He said this morning that they're meeting in Hong Kong and he should be there telling him what to do. So, ego ninja. The market. So, I just wrote down a couple things. Market, we know what's up. A lot of you on here are seem like you're doing all right. For the people who come on later, just don't fret. Walk away if you gotta. Right now, if anyone says, I think we bottom, I think that it's not true. There's no bottom right now. I'm not saying we're going to go a lot lower, but when the volume is the way it is, when the sentiment is the way it is, there's no bottom. Because when Bitcoin will go back up, your alts will go up a little bit. Let's say we bounce off at 93, we get to 95, 96, 97. Your alts may go up 2%, 20%, 30%. Some of them won't move. Some of them will keep going down. But remember, it's way below today. It's way below yesterday. So just don't get fooled, because this is what we do as human investors. We see red. We're down. We're a little distraught, or we're just chilling. I don't care what anyone on here says. Nobody is happy with the market right now. Nobody is happy. No one's looking at this as a buying opportunity. But we see half a day of green, and we think it's over. A lot of us. Let's be honest with ourselves. A lot of us, after a week of red, a month of red, of 2 months of red, we see one day of green, and we were like, we're all in. We got to buy this. We got to buy that. Look at this. I do that with certain projects. Yet I know the pain is still on. I still DCA on certain things. We forget very quickly. And that's the human brain. We are supposed to, right? It helps us get through life. We try to focus. Unless your brain's really broken, we have some negatives, but we try to focus on the positives. That's why when we have grief, there's a grieving period, and every day it gets a little easier. It's never gone, right? When you lose someone, whether it's domestic companion or a spouse or a father or mother, you never fully get over it. But it goes on and on and on, and then it gets a little easier to live with and move on. Well, our brains are trained like that. I know it's hard to compare that to crypto. My point is, we forget, because you think like this. We're down to, let's say, 200% on your alts, and all of a sudden things get a little green, and you think we're back in. Don't. Please don't. AVAX chart looks like a great buy. I'm so frustrated with AVAX, but everything is. Yeah, I know. It's down to getting close to where I bought it. Injective. I bought more at these $14 prices, and I'm getting killed. We're all getting killed. So I'm out of the DCAing. I've spent so much money, millions of dollars. I'm out of buying right now. Out of it. Because I do not see an end in sight. I'd rather buy AVAX at $30 than at 17, which it may hit, for $20, right? My average in, I think, is $20. Truthfully, I should be selling it now because it's going to go down and I'll probably be able to buy it. But good prices are relative, my brother, right? If we go down another, if AVAX is soon at $10, which it could easily get there, if Bitcoin goes to $80, I'm not saying it's going to. $20 isn't a good buy then. They all look good at this point. Yeah, all the prices look lovely. Unfortunately, 90% of them are under where I bought them. And that's my own fault. So many, would laugh at the diversity of my portfolio. There's things I'm not, definitely loading in on the, the majority of my shit. Everything's taking a hit. Ando, it doesn't matter. Right now, no goods. The worst thing that could happen for XRP right now is the SEC, like, dropping the case. It won't mean anything for the price. It'll go up 20 cents and then right back down. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So right now, we need to clear out all the cobwebs, get all that shit done with. And then some good news can maybe mean something. But right now, I'm not sure, in my view, I know what it takes fundamentally. I don't know how you get there. Meaning, we have to be 400 million in volume. Bitcoin has to get to 110,000, right? But what's going to get us there? Trump comes out and talks about crypto, which he's not. I don't think it'll do it. Doesn't matter what Eric and Donald Trump Jr. say about it. None of that's affecting it. We need some time to heal after the meme coin scams. Absolutely. Not that this is the biggest thing in the world, but it's just another adding fuel to the fire. The bullshit. The problem is Trump, even though he's not the one who released it, but those meme coins by him and Argentina or whatever, whoever the hell that is, I don't even, I listened to that briefly. I don't care. All I know is it's bad for our space. Trump doing the meme coins and his wife was a bad look. We all know this. It ruins credibility. It's just a money grab, and it was a really bad move for us. Not a good way to start your administration. As a pro-crypto type of administration, it's not good. Not good. And already, like I said, it's going to fuel the fire with Elizabeth Warren and all these people. Rightly so. Could you imagine? Let's reverse it. If Biden was pro-crypto, yeah, we would be loving him and all that. But could you imagine if he launched a meme coin and all that, what the Republicans would be saying? What would they be saying? So, both parties are hypocrites. Don't forget that. Though I like what Trump is doing. I hate Elon Musk, hate him with passion. But I like what he's doing. But let's not be mixed about it. Let's not be hypocrites. Both sides fight against each other no matter what they do. And both sides are bad. But all I care right now about is them helping our crypto. If it was Biden and Harris came out full on crypto and everything, I would have loved it. She wasn't. She was a fucking moron. Yes. So be careful with, when you're listening to your typical suspects in regards to optimism in the market. Just be careful that this is the bottom and all that. And this is bullish. There's nothing bullish about the market right now. But I agree with you, meme coins. It's really, like I said, I bought a couple, but I knew it would be a detriment. They're not going anywhere. But I knew it would just hurt people. It's nothing but a scam, like the majority of altcoins are. But I mean, those altcoins really just promise utility. The majority of them don't do anything. They're just ideas and BS companies. That's the truth of altcoins. The majority of them. Even ones in the top 100. And a lot of them are just bullshit. The narratives AI and RWA, you're still going to see videos of that. People still putting out videos how, and I see like Ondo and Ethereum and all these videos. Like it means anything. So that's just a grasp at straws for you, for all of us to stay connected, which I can't blame them. Who the hell's watching that shit? Who's watching a freaking video about Ondo right now? It's, or Cardano. Who the hell's watching videos on that? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm pissed I did not sell my ADA like I said I was going to. Still not selling my XRP though, because it's going to 589. Even go on Twitter or X, they all say it's going to 589 and $10,000 is going to be the global currency one day. But back to Trump. He's doing the right moves, doing the right things. Let's see if he can get some peace between Ukraine and Russia. Will that get a little momentum and spark a little something? Maybe. but C90 is right in regards need time to heal. So, you know, you might take a break off and come back in a couple weeks and see what happens. I'll be here for you. I'm not going to be, you know, posting a lot of stuff because I'll do it more on X just because there's just nothing to say. I just don't want anyone to get more hurt. I really don't. That's all I had. It really is. So I kind of lost everyone. That's all I had. C90, Rhodes, I like your name change. Everyone else who comes on here later, I love y'all. It's all good. Just stay strong. It's going to be fine eventually. But, you know, don't know if it's going to be a week, a month, 5 months, or a year. Something will change. And something will move us ahead to where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be doing better right now. But there's been a lot of things that, you know, the market does what the market does. It's out of our control. And people will say it's manipulation. It's not manipulation. It's not manipulation. It's not. Sorry. The economic ninja is not pushing the market, manipulating the market with all the power he has as a ninja and the Ninja Nation. He is not manipulating the market. He buys OTC, remember? Just don't fret. It's all going to be good. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose. Now is not the time to be going all in or thinking these are good buys. Give it a week. Most likely it will be lower. You know what I mean? If you think $20 is a good buy on a project, I'd rather see you buy it at 25 in a green market than buy it at 20 and then next thing you know it's $10. You know? So be careful. Anything you need from me, you know where to find me. I'm still answering everything. I'm here. I'm looking at it very closely with one eye open. Right? I'm heavy into everything like I usually am, but posting is just, you know, belittling. Posting bullshit videos is belittling the community that I love, so I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. I'm going to talk when there's something to tell you that's, you know, worthwhile. Remember what I always say. I might be harsh. I am not negative. I'm not optimistic. I'm always realistic. Things might come across harsh or negative. It's not really the way I intend it. I refuse to go back on my convictions. And I started this channel for many reasons, but mainly so people aren't fooled. And you guys are all grown-ups, right? And you're smart. But there's new people that come in and fall for bullshit. I refuse to do that, let that happen on my watch. Now I only have 500 some subs, which I appreciate every one of you. And the bots, you know, because as soon as I get off of this and it uploads, I'll have 5 messages going, really great stream. But let me ask you about this. My PayPal wallet is stuck. Can you do this for me? Right? So that's the majority of my comments. But I'm happy to help in any way I can. We will eventually turn around somehow. You really will. Be good. Do something good for someone. Make yourself feel better. And don't worry about this shit. Don't let it stress you out. The truth of the matter is, I'm not stressed. I'm annoyed. Frustrated for all of you. Frustrated for the stupid, you know, selling that I didn't do. Stupid. Very stupid. But I'm not a believer in taking profits when we're barely into a rally. What's the point? Might as well just be all in on equities. Not in it for that, right? Because like I mentioned, AIOZ, bought it a penny, got up to $1.30 something. If, you know, it gets down to $1, fine. But when we get rallies, it'll be at $2, $3, $4, $5, no problem. Now it's at 30 cents. That is not a bull market, my brothers and sisters. So, anything you need, let me know. If you're new and you like anything I'm saying, please feel free to subscribe. Reach out to me. I'm happy to get back to you. Peace and love. Goodbye, my brothers and sisters. Goodbye.